All right, Josh Macuga. If you were to be the host of Jeopardy, I want you to introduce me.
Oh, okay.
And ask me a question in your best. This is how you would be the host for Jeopardy. I want to see it in action.
Is this my interview? Like, is this my interview point?
Sure,
or
you can interview me, whatever you want.
Okay,
You're the host of fucking Jeopardy.
Okay, well, I'll go straight from Johnny Gilbert into Josh Macuga.
Perfect.
Then interviewing you.
Perfect.
And then I'll ask you a question.
I love this.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Yeah. From Tustin, California, currently a writer / producer / host / man of all trades, he somehow wins schmodown matches with only knowing Star Wars things. Mark Reilly. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're here in the Jeopardy round. Mark is currently 1,200 in the hole, but we can see him coming out. He seems to have a vast of knowledge. Mark, it says here on my cards that you have a dog named Cal, and it seems like people like your dog more than you.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yes, they do like my dog more than me. It's a cross I've had to bear, but I'm hopeful that if I pull myself out of the hole here, they'll like me more.
Fantastic. I've got to be honest with you, Mark. I like dogs more than people, too. All right, let's go to the board. Mark, you are in control. Category, go ahead.
Okay, I'll take famous Star Wars characters for 800.
Famous Star Wars characters for 800. This character's name is Han.
What is Harrison Ford's Han Solo?
That is correct for 800 points. Way to go, Mark. He's digging himself out of a hole.
Okay.
Mark, what's next?
Okay, I'll take famous USC Trojan athletes for 900.
This guy got away with murder.
What is O.J. Simpson?
That is correct. Mark, out of the negative. Let's go. Where would you like to go next, Mark?
We can let's go with S words for 500.
This word is another name for a snake.
Asp? What is asp?
The category is S words, Mark.
What is snake? I don't
We were looking for
understand.
serpent. What is serpent?
Serpent, back in that hole.
Back in that hole.
That's pretty fucking good. I'm all for it. I'm wearing the Josh Macuga for Jeopardy.
Mine's a little camouflage in this green, and then we got
that. I'm going to share it all around. You're on the Reilly Roundtable. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Hello and welcome. It is episode 13, lucky number 13 of the Reilly Roundtable. This is a show that talks about movies, it talks about life, it talks about movies and life, and everything in between. Josh Macuga.
Hey, buddy.
I'm so excited to have you here, and it is lucky number 13. Your face it lit up.
It's kind of crazy. Okay, so this past weekend I met Buzz Aldrin. Okay,
I saw that. That was fucking rad.
It was one of the craziest
Especially
nights
with all
of
the
my life.
weirdness happening over. It's like they didn't plant the flags.
Yeah,
shut up.
It felt like a very surreal kind of moment. I'm at this ridiculous house in Santa Monica that's a good friend of my mother-in-law's. Buzz Aldrin walks in with his wife. I don't know if his wife or girlfriend. This like beautiful woman who I don't know how old she was. She had a little bit of work done, but he walked in like a rock star. These thick United States flag suspenders, silver moon boots, basically.
Oh my God!
Still walking in like I'll punch a hole in a world.
He still thinks he's on the moon. He's just like, let's do this.
He really does. He kind of. He's 80 something. He kind of bounces from story to story, but an impressive man to be around.
I'm sure.
Then I asked him. I asked him two questions because there was a lot of people standing around. But he was a very good conversationalist, and my sister-in-law's boyfriend is an aerospace engineer at Cal Poly, so he's smart.
Yes.
And he was asking him all kinds of cool space questions. But I asked him, I said two questions. I said, what do you think about the people that think you didn't land on the moon? And he was like, a bunch of, he had a few choice words I won't say in the podcast.
I'm sure.
And then I asked him what he thought of the movie Apollo 13.
Okay.
Because for some reason, dude, whenever I see the number 13, I always think of that scene where Tom Hanks is in the car with his wife, and that car pulls up next to him, and they're like, "Hey, Lovell, lucky number 13," and they speed off, right? And his wife is all nervous about going to the moon. He's like, "Don't think about that," yada yada yada.
Right.
And I feel like he was asked in an interview years later if they should have just gone to Apollo 14 and skipped 13 like most hotels do.
Like the hotels, right?
Yeah, and he said yes. He was like, yeah, I mean, I never liked the number 13, whatever. But Buzz Aldrin was like, that movie is the most accurate movie about space travel.
There it
next.
is.
So
Next.
basically, next. My questions aren't exactly what people call deep. Mark.
What's your favorite color, Buzz?
Black. Like the
Like
sky
my
when I was in the
soul.
moon.
I saw your picture, and I'm like, there's Macuga again. Just going out into the world, doing your thing, because that's what a lot of people have been clamoring for you to come on
Oh,
this.
cool.
Because, you're Josh Macuga. You're one of my favorite people.
I love you too, buddy.
You're the wild man. We've had many great adventures.
We sure have.
We're going to go on an adventure next weekend. Let's try not to crash the boat. That's for me, not you. I'll let you drive, of course.
Well, you let me drive when we're out in the open water and I can't really mess up.
Yeah.
But when there's actual boating to be done, Mark's like, let me take it from here.
I can't believe that I actually crashed the boat on this this couple weeks ago.
I think you left out an operative word there.
Didn't crash, but went under. What's
Well,
the
it
operative
took me
word?
this long to crash the boat.
Took me this long
Because
to
there's
crash
been a couple times where we've left bars in that Duffy. Thank God that thing only goes 5 miles an hour. Because
They safeguard it.
Yes.
By making it an electric thing that doesn't go faster than 5 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Because if you do run into something, as I found on this last maiden voyage, no,
the last maiden voyage.
the last maiden voyage, that's
the name of a movie.
Work. Maybe I know the last maiden voyage. I think that's Gilligan's Island,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maiden. Well, I don't know. But yeah, no. With you, I trust though, because you can look ahead and go, no, you know what? We can't go under that,
Right.
Because the tide was high, as Blondie said, and we were going straight underneath this thing, and I'm like, it doesn't look. It's not passing the
We'll
eye
make it.
test.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. And the people in front I just met were like, no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm like,
Don't
are you
listen to
sure?
people you
And I
never
kind of
met.
pulled back on the gas. And as we're going, I'm like, that doesn't look like. And we stopped and I ripped the top and I was like, yep, here we are.
This is one of those fail videos where the truck hits the overpass. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like Clark Griswold when he backs out of the driveway in Vacation and all this loose luggage is on top of the car.
I'm waiting for it to show up on this fail video thing because some fucking moron comes out and starts taking pictures of us as we're pushing it back. And I'm like, dude, can you? And he's like, and I'm talking like it was like paparazzi. Like,
who is this jerk?
guy's? I don't know.
You're like, Phil.
And like Julie, my fiance, is just like, what the hell do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want from us?
I'm
And
surprised
just like,
Julie didn't jump out of the boat and
she
strangle him.
literally
yet.
hovered with evil and like went over and cut him. It was kind of embarrassing.
I
but,
love it. I
we,
love it.
We might have to patch it up while we're there.
Well, we could get what's his name? The guy with Flex Seal. Isn't the Flex Seal? Isn't that what the?
I think that's a thing.
Yeah.
We will. I'm definitely looking up some things for Home Depot.
Is Cody still here? Or did he go away?
He
Cody?
went away.
Okay.
Yeah, he went away.
Because I was going to say, like, what's the guy's name that does Flex Seal? It's like,
Oh,
it's not
God.
Billy Mays because he's dead, right? Or is
Oh,
Billy
it
Mays
is
alive?
that guy.
Yeah, and
it
he's
is
like,
that guy. That,
I'm so-and-so with Flex Seal. Do you have a boat that's got a hole? I made a whole boat out of Flex Seal.
I just want something that's like, you know those when you ding your car and they have that pen? It's like, see, it goes away. I want that.
It doesn't work.
I know.
My dad was a car dealer for a long, long time. Anytime we saw one of those on TV, Mom was like, we should get that for the scratch in the van. My dad's like, those don't work. I run a car dealership. We have people that are professionals that do this.
I could just picture your dad seeing that commercial and being like,
Dad-
that's bullshit.
Dad, doesn't work. It's the best.
I
It's
love
the
your
best.
parents so much.
Oh, I do too. I'm a lucky
I
guy.
mean, they were just like, we partied at your wedding,
Yeah.
your parents,
Yeah.
and me, and
my
Julie.
dad can shred. My mom, my mom is like, I was in college.
Okay.
Shocker.
Yeah.
And
How'd you do there? Pretty good.
I have a diploma, Mark. Does that say enough?
We're already off the rails,
Yeah.
and I'm good with this. Continue, please.
My mom and dad would come up every year for one home game and Parents' Weekend. Parents'
Okay.
Weekend was in the spring, and obviously home games in the fall.
Right.
So we had this bar called the Dark Horse, which no longer exists. Unfortunately, it just closed this summer.
Really? Why?
I just think that a lot of bars in college towns have like their run.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, for whatever reason, generationally, people stopped going to certain bars because we used to have this bar called the Big Easy that people just stopped going to.
Yeah.
And that was our late night bar, and I don't know why. And same as the Dark Horse. But in all probably defense here of the Dark Horse, it had the grossest bathroom in State College.
Okay.
It was the darkest bar in State College. So I think
good name.
Yeah, good name.
Representative.
But what they did have was this thing called the Tonto's Demise.
Oh,
right?
boy. Is that a drink?
It's a drink.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
This is probably their undoing.
Yeah. And on Fridays, their happy hour from 4 to 8 had this awesome acoustic woman on a guitar.
Okay.
Right? She herself wasn't acoustic. The guitar was.
Can people be acoustic? I think.
Can this be a maiden final voyage? And my mom said, had like one Tonto's Demise, right?
Okay. Oh, God.
And she goes, watch me drink your father under the table. My mom was fine. She went to bed, woke up the next day, like, up and at him, we're here. My dad was like, I think we need to go home. My mom is like sneaky good at drinking.
So you get it from your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
I get the party craziness from my father.
Okay.
And I get the ability to retain alcohol from my mother.
That's I must get it all from my dad because my
Okay.
mom has it like, I'll just have one glass of wine.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'm going to go take a nap. I'm like, Mom, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. She's like, well, I'm going to take a nap. I'm like, you're retired. Go
my
for
wine
it.
is done.
Yeah. She's like, oh, I am driving. Maybe just that much. And I'm like, all right, Mom, more for us, as you know.
You're a Mr. Bean fan, right?
I love Mr. Bean.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the old Mr. Bean sketch where he goes to a restaurant and the guy pours him a taste of the wine and he goes
I
like,
think so.
And he goes, yes. And the waiter goes to pour it. He's like, no, I'm driving.
Yes. I love Mr. Bean.
So good.
He's so good. Speaking of characters,
Yes.
I'm gonna steer this into a direction that I want to go selfishly.
Just
but
like
I know you're here for
steered
it.
a Duffy into a bridge.
Just as I steered a Duffy into a bridge to test it.
Okay.
I'm gonna test you. No.
You're driving a Duffy into a bridge, fuck seal. Sorry.
Pictures. Share social media. Look
I have
at
9
this
followers.
dummy.
Look at me.
Probably.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. We're gonna go looking for him.
Yeah, we should.
I want to get those pictures. But you're a fan of. I'm trying to think of the name. Let me look it up real
Yeah,
quick.
make sure you.
Bad Boys.
Oh, that franchise.
The Bad Boys franchise. The reason I brought you on here, Josh Macuga, is
Not
that
for my charming personality.
for your
right?
charming personality, we could talk about a lot of things. I mean, we could talk about your fear of horror movies, whereas, me, I'm a horror guy. A lot of people think it's funny and want to make fun of you. You freezed up there. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Okay. We've done that. There's
I
Collider
thought
Live.
you were going to do something like, hey, we're going to take the Bad Boys franchise and make it a horror movie. I'm like,
That would be
back
just
yourself.
stupid.
Yes, thank you.
That would be stupid because I am a fan of the 2 movies before.
Yeah.
But because we could do that. We could talk about Jeopardy, but the Reilly Roundtable. While we do not have a round table, but we do have a square table.
I'm kind of
halfway
nervous
there.
as to where this is going because you are really riling around this.
Oh, boom! Point to the camera. Boom. That was brilliant. Punny. It was very punny. But Bad Boys for Life. The 3rd chapter that we've been waiting for.
Which, in my opinion,
Yes.
I think Bad Boys 4 Life should be the 4th and final movie. It should be a bookended 4 movie. But if they're going to do Bad Boys for Life and it's the trilogy and it ends, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that. I mean, at one
Because-
point they were going to do a Bad Boys 4.
Yeah,
They
were gonna do
announced 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And then we got nothing. And I rewatched Bad Boys the other day, and I was like, yeah, the magic is still there. I love that movie.
Leone's best role in the history of her acting
Yes,
career.
Tay Leone is fantastic. She showed up on an Allstate commercial the other night, and I was like,
got to get some Allstate.
hell yeah, girl. She's like talking to some guy at the mailbox as he's getting his return, and I just thought back to Bad Boys. But then I wanted to rewatch Bad Boys 2. Couldn't find it, which sucks. Thanks, Netflix. Don't put on Bad Boys and then not offer me Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand that.
if you're going to put Young Guns on, you put Young Guns 2 on.
And they don't on there as well.
No.
That was a travesty.
Yeah.
But I started doing some digging and everything, and then I thought, it'd be fun because this freaking Bad Boys 3 is like, it feels like it's not doomed.
I'm going to throw a word out at you. It's
okay.
Sisyphean, I think is how you pronounce it.
Yeah, trying
Keep
to roll
the
keep
ball.
rolling the boulder, it comes back down, rolling the boulder. Yeah. So why don't we help it along?
Okay.
Let's come up with our own Bad Boys 3. I want this to be the quintessential, like the Wangers came on and we came up with Jurassic World 3.
Oh.
We were like, let's do it this way. So I want to do this with you.
Okay.
Bad Boys, we can lose Bad Boys for life as well.
Yeah, I think...
I kind of want to lose that, but that's just because I like consistency. Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
And it was the Roman numeral.
Yeah.
And Bad Boys Roman numeral 3.
Yeah, because once you get to 4, then you get the IV. And listen, I understand that Rocky 4 is probably the second best movie in the franchise.
After 1?
1.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
If I was going to rank the Rockies, I would rank 1. It would go 1, 4, 3, 2, 5.
I might be with you on that.
And then we go into the...
I might put 2 over 3. But
Now, are we including Creed and Rocky Balboa?
yeah.
Okay.
We have to.
So I would then put Rocky Balboa. I would put Creed at 4, I think. So I would go 1, 4, 3, Creed.
Okay.
Rocky Balboa, Rocky 5.
I think I'd do 1, 4 for sure. Like part 4, that was my childhood. That I watched that thing.
If you watch that movie now
and over again,
1, it still holds up.
it totally holds up.
2, that movie is legitimately 7 training montages and a fight.
Yes.
And I'm
And a
fine
robot.
with that. And a robot.
Yeah,
And I'm fine with that.
I am totally fine with it as well. Okay, Rocky 4.
Sorry.
Rocky 4. I think I'd put Creed then.
At 3.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I love Creed.
Okay.
Then Rocky 3.
Okay.
Which is fucking weird.
Yes.
Because Rocky 3 after Creed.
Right.
It's like you just took acid.
Yeah,
and
because
it kicked in
you don't
after
get
Creed ended.
You don't get Creed without 3. When you
don't.
think about it.
Well,
Because Creed trains him in 3.
that's right.
So you don't get
you
Creed
get that-
without 3 and 4 because, you got to avenge the death of your father kind of a thing.
Right. I'm wondering if do I have to put Creed after 4 so you can kind of get like the prequel?
Well, you did. You just did. So you put
Yeah, but
Rocky
3.
4, Creed,
Oh yeah, I did. Okay.
3.
Thanks for paying attention during my show. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
Okay.
So, and then I don't know where I'd put Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa and Rocky 5 just feel similar to me. As not
A lot of people like Rocky Balboa more than a lot.
5,
actually.
yeah, I
well,
think
more than 5.
overwhelming.
Anything is better than 5.
Yeah, 5. Man, I watch 5.
Yeah.
And I used to think, I don't mind 5. I like it. And then all of a sudden, I was watching the opening press conference scene in 5, and it just seems so ridiculous.
It kind of just goes off the rails.
It does.
And was it Tommy Gunn?
Tommy Gunn.
He's not good in this movie.
Is he bad?
He's not good.
Not good.
He is. He's pretty freaking terrible. All right, we're off topic here
Yes.
because this
Bad
is not
Boys.
about Rocky. It's about Bad Boys. And I looked at some of the history of the Bad Boys. Bad Boys 1, 42% on Rotten Tomatoes. Did
What?
you hear that? I know. I looked this up and I was like, dude, this thing is fixed. Like, there's some Last Jedi people in here, I think.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
I love Rotten Tomatoes because I think it is a very amazing barometer
Yes.
to what we have. But I think a lot of pre-Rotten Tomatoes
That's
movies
what I'm wondering, yes.
are rated on by people that have the time to go and do that, and those people are not Bad Boys fans.
No. They're like, oh, I'm going to go review movies now and up my rating
Right.
profile. I don't know what it is.
Yes.
I'm not on Rotten Tomatoes, nor do I ever want to be on Rotten Tomatoes. Would you ever want to be on Rotten Tomatoes?
I don't know if I
As a
respect
critic?
my own opinion as that much to want to be on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's what I say.
Right?
I'm not a critic. Well, people
I'm a
think-
fan. I'm a fan.
That's, yeah. I like movies.
I'm
that
a
I
fan
like.
who somebody for some reason pays me for my opinions. I'm not a critic.
I don't know how we found ourselves in this, but I'll take it every day of the week. But I'm not going to go up there and go, well, the journey that I saw from Martin Lawrence's character in Bad Boys 2 warranted a Oscar nomination talk, but sadly it didn't. I can't do that.
Yeah, no.
I can't do that. It's like, no, there's a lot of action, man. It's fucking
The
rad.
greatest car. Anyway. keep
Yeah.
going. Okay.
All right. So 42% is the
The first
one.
Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Tell me what 2 is.
You're not gonna like this.
Go ahead.
23%.
Yeah, I figured it was in the 20s somewhere.
But I'm shocked.
But
It
do you
is
know
that
what, Mark?
low.
Do you know what, Mark?
What?
23% of people. Think about that. 23% of people. If you were to, so that's 1 in 4, basically.
Sure.
So if you were to get 4 people in here, one person would be like, Bad Boys 2 is awesome. Then you think about 42%. You get that's almost 50%. It's almost a 50-50 flop.
Yeah. You're still winning.
Yes.
I would say. Okay, so good. So ratings aside,
Okay.
the second one, though, almost doubled the worldwide total.
Okay.
Why the hell, then, don't we have part 3? This should have been, I mean, it's like 2003 it came out. Like 8 years after Bad Boys, 1995 is when Bad Boys
And that's
came
his
out.
first. That's Michael Bay's first directorial feature film.
Dude, that's some ding schmodown right there. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I forgot that was his first one because where I was introduced was The Rock.
Listen. Michael Bay's first 3 movies are
Bad
Boys, The Rock, Armageddon.
Yeah. It's a perfect trilogy right there.
Dude,
that has no connection whatsoever.
Think about the box office, not only the box office, but the social impact that those 3 movies had.
It's incredible.
Okay. We had never had a 2 African American buddy cop movie
Right?
on this scale
Right.
ever.
No.
Okay. You had Lethal Weapon, but that was white guy, black guy. 48 Hours, white guy, black guy. Lethal Weapon, white guy, black guy.
Right.
1995, Michael Bay says, I'm going to get 2 of the funniest, biggest names in entertainment right now to be buddy cops.
Right.
I mean, that's a coup in itself. Then he comes along with The Rock. There were certain movies, like we've talked about this a billion times, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to be in the pitch room for certain movies. I would have loved to have been in the pitch room when somebody brought the script in for The Rock.
It's like poetry. I mean, I bet it's like opening a music box when you open the title page.
Yeah.
It's like cling, 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 and you're like, just let it play.
Keep going. But instead,
Just let it play.
It opened and it was like,
But it was like, it was like Fanny. Like, wham, wham,
Mark, turn down your record player.
wham. That's a hot script there.
Yeah.
You have no idea. Read it. Stanley Godspeed. Isn't that his name?
Goodspeed.
Goodspeed.
Close enough.
You know, schmodown. Anyways, but so he directs, Michael Bay directs Bad Boys, and then he does those other fine films. He fell off somewhere with the Transformers with Michael Bay. A lot of people agree with that. But Bad Boys 2, that's your favorite movie.
I don't think that... Because my other favorite movies on there are critically acclaimed movies. Goodfellas, Braveheart, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, what are your top 5? To give them to me, like, in no particular order, just to add some balance here, I guess.
Bad Boys 2.
Okay.
Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Braveheart.
Yes.
Goodfellas. And your Goonies is my 5.
Goonies?
I live for Goonies.
All
All I've ever wanted to do is be a Goonie as a kid. That's it.
These are my favorite. It says so much about you. One,
you.
and I love all those movies. Goonies is one of my favorites. Growing up, I mean, I wanted to be a Goonies. I wanted to make a sequel to Goonies. It's like everybody did. I had an idea when I was like 13.
Yeah.
I was like, what if they all like did this? I don't even remember what the idea was anymore. But it was another treasure hunt. It was really uninspiring.
It's a shame that Goonies is so perfect because we would have probably seen in today's world with the success of how it was, we would have had Goonies 4 by now probably.
I mean, yeah,
and maybe even a Goonies series.
Yeah. Oh my God. Totally.
And I think that's the reason why I like Stranger Things so much. Forget about all like the scary stuff and the monster. There is a Goonies aspect to Stranger Things that I love.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Absolutely.
what I love about it.
And they make, I think there's references in Stranger Things the first season where there's like posters on the wall
Of Goonies,
Jaws, The Thing. It's like the Duffer Brothers are like, here's our inspiration. You can just see it in the posters.
Yep.
But totally, I love that. Okay, so your 5 favorite movies, I love that. But we're going back to
Bad Boys.
Because here's the thing.
Okay.
We didn't hear about a Bad Boys 3 for so long. But in 2013, they hired David Guggenheim to work on the 3rd film in the franchise. He's the Safe House scriptwriter. He entered talks to
Safe House. Which one's Safe House?
I don't know. I have the internet. Ready? Safe House.
Is that the one with Jodie Foster, or is that
No,
Ryan
that's
Reynolds?
Panic Room.
Panic Room.
The Safe House. 2000. Okay, it's
I
a
think you
2000.
mean the Lake House with Sandra Bullock.
Safe House. Oh, Denzel Washington and Ryan Reynolds.
Did I say Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, you did.
Is that the one with his name is Tobin Frost? Denzel Washington is.
Tobin Frost. Who is that?
That's Denzel Washington in this movie, I think.
Is it? Let's see. Tobin Frost. You're right. Frick. I mean, I don't know why we're not taking over Hollywood just with this one episode. In fact, I'll box this up and send it to pitch meetings.
Please.
All right, so this guy, Guggenheim, he's going to write it. And so he writes it. Then Joe Carnahan is attached. The Gray.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Gray?
I love The Gray.
The Gray is amazing. And I remember, I think
You know
around,
another movie I love?
What?
Gray Skies.
Gray. Nobody loves that movie. I don't love that movie. Have you seen that movie?
No, I've never seen it. You've never showed it to me. You jerk. I've never shown you Plaster It either. But
Yeah. Well, we should just get really drunk
and watch both movies.
and watch it. The reason I don't watch Gray Skies anymore is because
Your ex-wife is in it?
it's really bad. It's just bad. I'm kidding. It's for the shoestring budget we had.
I'm sorry.
No, it's for the shoestring budget we had, for the fact that I did make it with an ex-wife, not an ex-wife. That made it sound like I
you
have
have multiple.
plural ex-wives.
Well, ex-wife number 3.
Well, she was just no. I mean, that's fine. It's like we were a bunch of kids.
People called her Bunny. That bitch took all my money in 1981.
My wife has enough allowance to live. Anyways, Grace guys.
Grace guys. Sorry.
You can check it out right now on Amazon, anywhere you see the internet. That's the camera.
I know. I see you. I see you.
People keep finding it though. Yeah. Anyways, Grace guy, The Gray. So Joe Carnahan, the director of The Gray, he signs on. Then he drops off.
I was never a fan of this idea, by the by.
Really?
I don't understand why Michael Bay. This is his baby.
Yeah.
Why he doesn't direct Bad Boys 3 is beyond me. He knows the characters, he knows the movie, he knows the franchise. It should be Michael effing Bay.
Yeah, and we're gonna get there because I think this development hell which this thing is in is leading to that conversation. Carnahan drops off in 2017 about that. Or no, sorry. He drops off around 2016, maybe 2017. As confirmed by Jerry Bruckheimer in late 2017, we have a new writer on it who's working on it right now, so that gives me encouragement. That's what he says. Okay, that's 2017.
Yeah.
Then they date it. Then they date it for, where is it? No, so then it was going to be November 9th, 2018.
Okay.
That falls away. Now it's officially dated January 17th, 2020 with El Arbi and what's this guy's name? I can't pronounce it. Bilal Fallah.
Bilal Fallah. Okay.
They directed episodes of Snowfall on FX. Have you seen that?
I love Snowfall. Okay. Yeah, that's great.
So they're the directors attached right now.
Okay.
Does that give you any hope?
No, because Snowfall's not a funny show. Here's the thing. Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2, what makes it so good is that the action is amazing. I mean,
it's on point.
It's perfectly done.
Yeah.
What makes it better is that the comedy is not forced on you. The comedy is actually very funny. And this is how I think Will Smith and Martin Lawrence talk to each other off screen, and how Martin Lawrence and Will Smith would talk to each other if they were cops.
Yes.
And best friends since high school. Bad Boys for life.
100%.
Says it on my wedding ring, for Christ's sake.
The fact that the original movie literally opens with them in his Porsche. And Martin Lawrence, Marcus, is eating fries and burgers, and that the dynamic was set up, and then they're getting carjacked, and it's like, it's just perfect.
It really is.
You know what I noticed too?
Talk to me.
Is Martin Lawrence had top billing over Will Smith and Bad Boys. That was that time. Can you believe that? That was before Will Smith blew up, because after Bad Boys,
he exploded. Then
Independence Day.
1996.
So 95, 96. This guy was crushing it.
Dude, Will Smith's career,
he's crush.
There isn't a career in Hollywood that I think is better than Will Smith's.
I would totally agree with you.
And I will not fight it, but I will argue that with anybody.
Well, look what he's done. I mean,
all movies that I like.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and The Fresh Prince. You got to start there.
Dude, Summertime, it doesn't matter when that song comes on, it makes you feel like you're in summer.
Yes. And then I remember in speech class in 7th grade, where they wanted us to loosen up, they wanted us to lip sync. So you know what I did?
Summertime.
Nope. Nightmare on My Street.
Oh, nicely done.
And I did the whole Freddy Krueger thing, and I mean,
well done.
So they did that.
Yeah.
Then The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
is a fantastic TV show.
It might be the most underrated comedy of all time because
it was so funny.
a lot of people will be like, Seinfeld, Friends, even, hell, dude, Martin's show. Martin, damn, Gina.
Yep.
But The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, nobody ever ranks it in their favorite shows. But it's emotional,
I wouldn't.
hysterical, legendary.
Yep.
I mean, you
Aunt
know
Viv.
you know how good of a show you have to be for one actress to disappear and another one to become Aunt Viv and nobody batted an eye.
Yes. I mean, they tried to do that with Becky and Roseanne.
No.
Everybody wondered.
Yeah.
Who'd they do it to?
Remember the little sister in Family Matters? She went upstairs one day and just never came back. And they were like, I don't care. Well, she wasn't really that good anyway.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love it when they try to sneak it in there. No, I don't know. It was actually fine.
Yeah.
All right. So that aside, we keep getting off topic here.
Sorry. We haven't even gotten into the Bad Boys pitch yet.
No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get there. All right. So
are you blaming this on me?
No.
You son of a bitch. Whose show is this?
I have no idea. It's your show now. It's the Josh Macuga Roundtable. 1995, 2003, Bad Boys for Life, TBD.
Okay.
So, but at least they say November of 2020, or sorry, January of 2020. That's a bad date for this.
If January 29th is my birthday.
Okay.
In 2020, I have no idea what day it is. But that would be the greatest birthday present anybody has given me since my dad got me a snowboard to my birthday when I was 13. Okay?
It's a good present. Well, it's still on track.
Don't
to
tell
give
my wife I've loved every gift she's ever gotten me.
What's your favorite gift?
My snowboard when I was 13.
There, okay.
This is the best gift ever. Okay.
So if January 17, 2020 comes around and they drop this movie for you, you're okay. What do you want in a Bad Boys 3? Here's the rumored details.
Plotline.
Okay, here it is. No plot details have officially been confirmed, but one source suggests it will see Marcus Burnett working as a private eye after falling out with his partner, Mike Lowry. Lowry is apparently going through a midlife crisis as a bachelor who finally wants to mature while dealing with a new, young, cocky but loyal partner, although the loyalty is not reciprocated. When Burnett returns to the fray, he finds a bond with the younger man. What do you make of that? That doesn't sound like Bad Boys.
Mark, I've heard ideas before that are bad.
Okay.
Some from people that I care about.
Yeah.
It's the worst idea I've ever heard.
I didn't come up with this idea.
I know you didn't. And I'm not blaming you for it.
These are leaked. These are like one source suggests. I don't know who this source is.
First of all, you never break up the Bad Boys. All of Bad Boys 2, Marcus kept saying he was going to leave. Their partnership was over partnership.
Exactly, because he got shot in the buttocks.
No.
Right? He got shot in the butt.
He got shot in the butt at the beginning of 2 during the raid of the KKK compound.
Right. The KKK was awesome. Hysterical.
Michael Shannon.
That's right.
Michael friggin' Shannon.
One of his first roles.
Yeah.
That guy just pops up everywhere.
His first role.
Wait. Wait a minute.
You know it.
Wait a minute. Oh, I do know this.
Small?
Yeah.
I'll give you the hint.
Yeah.
WrestleMania tickets!
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
Do you want me to give you a hint?
Yeah.
The movie is the title of a holiday.
The movie is the title of a holiday.
But not a major holiday at all.
Oh, shit. I don't remember. What is it?
Takes place in...
Groundhog Day.
There you go. There you go. He got it.
That's right. That was what it was. Yeah. Okay. So these plot deals are not good in your...
No.
Okay,
No.
good. So we're going to throw that out.
Okay.
Where would you start with Bad Boys 3?
Okay, so Bad Boys 3, how Bad Boys 3 starts is, close in on a lovely house in the suburbs, right?
Okay.
Nobody throws newspapers at the thing anymore, but, so a guy comes out of his house and it's Mike Lowry, right?
Okay.
He's got a very nice robe on because, Mike Lowry always had nice things.
Mike Lowry was always
Fantastic.
the finer things in
Yeah,
life.
I remember he comes out in that like plum suit.
Oh, yeah.
And Marcus is like, "We're not going to a fashion show."
His apartment or whatever that condo was,
In Bad Boys,
beautiful.
so good. You
So
don't even
good.
see his house in 2, but you know that he's driving a Ferrari, so things are going fine.
Yeah, he went from Porsche to Ferrari,
Yeah.
so he's doing good.
And
Yeah.
it was that Vanilla Ice Porsche in the first one, like the really rare Porsche.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, so open on. Mike Lowry comes out of his house. He's got this really nice robe on. You think, oh, he bought a house. He's still the bachelor.
Yeah.
Wife, you hear the wife come in, Michael! And he's got kids now. So he's married.
Perfect.
He's got kids.
I love that.
Right?
Immediately.
So Mike Lowry settled down. And his wife is clearly Gabrielle Union because,
Of course.
they
because
got
of
married after 2.
Bad Boys 2. Yeah.
Right? And at some point in the movie, we cut to Marcus's speech during their wedding.
I love that. Yeah.
It's a flashback. They're in the car, and he's like, what I said in my speech is true. And so it's a funny speech. Okay?
Perfect. I love this.
So
already.
Gabrielle Union comes in. They have twin boys. Okay.
Even better.
Mike Jr. and Marcus.
Okay.
Are the twin boys.
Listen,
right?
I hope you're listening, Hollywood. This is getting
Easy
gold.
pitch, right?
Getting gold. Okay.
Phone rings. Yo, it's Lowry, you hot. Because that's how he answers the phone.
Right.
I mean, that you get the movie off to beginning. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I got you. So we get there. So obviously on the other end of the phone is Marcus.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really need to call because Marcus lives next door to Mike.
I love
his
this.
wife and everything.
Yeah. This is perfect.
So Marcus's kids have grown. Okay.
Yeah.
And Reggie, the guy in Bad Boys 2, when he comes to pick up Megan.
Okay.
And he's like, they do that thing where he points the gun at him. He's like, you ever made love to a man? No. You want to? Okay.
Okay.
So Reggie has now married Marcus's daughter, Megan.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Megan and Reggie is a young cop on the force. He's not a rookie because this is 2003. It's 15 years later.
Right.
So Reggie's about 30.
Yeah.
Okay. Marcus and Mike Lowry are planning on retiring this after 3, right? This is their last one. What you know what I'm saying.
So it's like, yeah,
It's
like
sort
maybe
of like
Danny
Lethal
Glover and
Weapon-ish,
yes.
Okay.
So
There's
it's like
no two getting
too
old
old for this shit,
No.
but
They've got a year left in their retirement, and
Perfect.
they keep talking about where they want to retire because they live in Miami, but they want to go somewhere else. And
Right.
that's a running theme. They keep fighting. Mike wants to retire to like Arizona. Marcus wants to retire someplace where he can live on a lake or something, and he's tired of living on the ocean.
right.
Okay.
I love that. Okay.
Somewhere
This is all fucking gold.
they want to get away from the Miami hustle bustle, the major metropolitan area, that
Yeah,
kind of thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so you have Reggie is like a young cop on the force. Mike Lowry and Marcus are talking about retiring. They want to retire together, but they're fighting about it because Gabrielle Union and Marcus's wife are best friends. They're best friends. They're
Sure.
next door neighbors, whatever.
Yeah.
The partnership has survived this last 15 years, whatever.
Perfect.
Also retiring, being forced out because of budget cuts, is the captain. But they're fighting for
Joey Pants?
Joey Pants. They're fighting for his job still.
I love that.
But Marcus and Mike Lowry, they're always getting in trouble. They're
Yeah.
always, really putting a thorn in the old captain's side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, it's tough times in Miami because the influx of, all of the drug trafficking and the Mexican cartel is now coming through. But there's also still the Cuban cartel, there is the Mexican cartel, and there's also European drugs coming over like in Bad Boys 2.
Right.
So there's a drug war going on in Miami
Right.
that they have no idea where the source of all it's a heroin epidemic.
Okay. And
'Cause
this is their like last case.
this is
would you say? I mean,
no,
go-
they've been
they
trying
go
to
that
bust this
route?
case for like the last 2 years, and it's
I
been
love that.
killing them. And there is
Okay.
a main dealer that they're calling the Ghost.
Ooh.
That they
You've thought about this. I love this. Okay. Who's the villain? Okay. Keep
actor
going.
wise, we're not
haven't
there
got
just
there.
yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I like this.
They're calling him the Ghost, right?
Okay.
And they've been chasing this ghost for years. They thought that they tell the stories like we thought we had him
Yeah.
in London. He
Right.
jumped away. We thought we had him.
do a flashback.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Wouldn't it be fun to see them like in the rain in London where it's like, we thought we had him there and it's like,
Right.
and it opens. He's the ghost.
Correct. The
You know?
Ghost. He's
Yep.
gone. Right.
Gone. Comes back. We thought we had him in
Right.
Hawaii. No, I don't know. Can you go to Hawaii?
I think you do. Maybe you do like a border town in New Mexico, Arizona, where the
Yeah.
meth is coming over.
Perfect.
Because the Ghost has his hand in everything. He's got
Yeah.
it in heroin. He's got it in meth.
Okay.
He's got it in Molly. All these kind of like drugs, whatever. They thought we almost had him in Montreal. We go to like another cold weather place. But like we do these flashes, right?
Yeah.
And we now know that Marcus and Michael, they are still on the TNT, the Tactical Narcotics Team,
Right.
in the Miami PD. But
Right.
they are working very closely with the FBI, the DEA, the CIA.
You're
This
bringing
is
in also like great characters too can come in.
huge
Yeah.
because and Bad Boys 2, when they finally got out of Cuba,
Mm-hmm.
the United States military and intelligence realized that they needed to utilize the Miami PD because this drug war is getting out of control in the
Getting
streets
out of
Miami.
control, and they're right there. They can
Correct.
help. They can help.
Right.
Yeah.
So this ghost is their white rabbit, right? And they're not going to retire until they catch the ghost. And the captain is saying the same thing. But the brass is breathing down his neck because nobody is caught in the ghost.
Yeah. Nobody's gotten close.
No.
Okay. And this is pandemonium now inside the everything.
Right.
Okay.
So a new drug has hit the street in Miami.
Holy crap.
And it's killing people, just kind of like Bad Boys 2 in a sense, but they can't trace this drug anywhere, and it comes in liquid form. So people are like dropping it in drinks, or like it's coming in liquid form.
Yeah.
So there's
I like
no
that.
pills. It's not traceable. It's
Yeah.
not powder. It's nothing. It's coming in these things. And
This is nice.
It comes in a dropper bottle, right? It comes in these things, and you can.
Is there like a logo on it? Maybe like a ghost.
Got to be a ghost,
Yeah,
right?
it's like a ghost face.
I think it's sort of like the ghosts in Pac-Man.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a Pac-Man ghost.
Are they turning blue? Is it like that ghost? Because you like when you take it, you turn blue, and you get all like, yeah,
Mark,
right?
It's crazy, right?
'Kay.
So there's a
We're
few
so on the
people
same
are
page.
people are dying, but this high is insane.
Okay.
Okay. It's short-lived, and
Yeah.
this drug is cheap because it comes in liquid form.
Highly addictive too.
And here's the thing: the reason why they can't catch anybody is because it comes in these bottles, and if they just break the bottle, and they can never be. They don't know. They can't.
This is perfect. And Lowry's like, we've never seen anything like this in
Nothing
our
like
in
this.
all of our 30 years of combined experience. Blah blah blah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And the ghost is getting better, and we aren't keeping up.
Great. Okay.
Now, what we didn't learn in Bad Boys 2 is that Reggie is a super genius, right?
Okay.
He graduated Harvard.
Yeah.
Then he got an MIT. He went to MIT and got some sort of master's and whatever.
Sure.
Then he joined the police force because he wanted to provide a change, and also because his Marcus said, "No daughter of mine is going to marry some guy that can't protect my daughter." So he joins Miami PD.
I like Reggie so much.
But he gets recruited right out of Miami PD after like the first or second year because
Okay.
he busts a pretty great case, and he joins the FBI.
Oh, I like
Their
this.
narcotics division of the
Yeah.
FBI.
So
okay?
they have to work together.
They have to work together.
Perfect.
He's this young brash cop, and he's leading this.
And he's getting a lot of heat from his bosses. No. We're like the FBI. They want to do it all on their own.
Right.
But it's like, but that's my father-in-law and like all these different things. So come on.
And Mike and Marcus have an impressive resume, and everybody
Sure.
knows this, and they're to be trusted.
Right. Of course.
Now remember Vargas and Reyes?
Vargas and Reyes. Yeah.
They're the Latin guys
Yeah.
that they're buddies, they're best buds. Like they're enemies or frenemies, kind of a thing.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah. They're fun.
So Vargas and Reyes have since retired.
Okay.
They have retired from the force. After Vargas got shot in a huge drug bust in 2015, they decided together that they would retire.
Okay.
But
Seems fair.
Vargas and Reyes, they're out, they're kind of, they're on a vacation together. They're not gay. They're like, they could be if we wanted them to be, whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think, but they're still like maybe keeping their ears open.
They're always kind of still cops, right?
Yeah, right.
We flash to Vargas and Reyes are on vacation
Okay.
in Seattle.
Okay. Seattle. Hey, I like this.
And they see something shady going on in a, like a boat, a dock kind of a situation.
Yeah.
So they decided to investigate
Pacific
it.
Northwest. It's
Yeah.
like overcast, trees in
All
the
that
back of
kind
the
of
mountains.
stuff.
Okay.
They
I
see
like this.
something and they notice, like, this is shady. They know their drugs.
Yeah.
They're kind of spying on him. They just get clipped from behind. Boom, boom. Vargas and Reyes get killed. And this is what sends Lowry and Marcus Burnett over the top. This is when they're like, we have to. And this happens. Vargas and Reyes get killed at like the end of the first act.
Yeah, it's the Act 1 climax.
It's the Act 1 climax.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, that gets our heroes into motion.
Now they're going crazy.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
they
Okay.
start tracing this whole thing, but they realize that all of this is being shipped through the Panama Canal.
Okay.
And it's being shipped on boats in huge containers.
Okay.
So you got the port of Miami, you got the port of Long Beach, you got these major ports around the country.
Great set pieces too for
All
like
this
Port
kind
of
of
Long
stuff.
Beach, all those cranes and stuff. They can
Yep.
run on that. There's stunts. There's
Yep.
shootouts. Keep going.
All that kind of stuff.
I'm
right?
all in for this.
Realize that this new drug is coming from China. Okay.
Okay.
Now you got the triads, and you've got the Hakuza from Japan.
Okay.
This is like a major international operation.
Yeah.
Marcus and Mike think that the ghost
Okay.
is Chinese.
Interesting.
Okay,
All
he's
right.
like a Chinese national kind of
Yeah.
a situation, which makes
Yeah.
it a very tough diplomatic situation.
Absolutely. You can't be Batman in this and like fly over to China
Correct.
and be a vigilante. No, they're cops. They got to play this by the book.
Exactly.
Okay, go.
But unfortunately, they're wrong.
Ooh. Twist.
Twist.
You know who the ghost is, don't
The
you?
ghost, and you may think this is a stupid, terrible idea.
Just lay it on me.
The ghost is Hugh Jackman. The ghost is an Australian man. Because Australia, nobody ever thinks about drugs and drug traffic when they think. But Australia is a launching off point because the entire country is an island.
Yeah.
He's able to send boats,
Get it
ship
from all
things,
angles and ship it all out from all
Asia,
angles.
the United States, all around the world.
Do you know why it's perfect?
'Cause
one, Hugh Jackman is
The most lovable man in the world.
correct. He's also Australian.
Correct.
I don't know if you're aware of that. So we can get him back to being an Aussie and just let him go.
But he rarely ever plays a villain, if ever.
Yes, he rarely plays one. We want him to do that, and it fits in the Bad Boys mold. It feels right. There's some, and
a lot of people probably that are listening
to,
they're probably like, kind of, Hugh Jackman, really?
Yes, Hugh Jackman.
If you watch parts of Logan when he's being...
At the very beginning, I could see it, where he's just like, guys, I don't want to do this.
No.
I don't want to... All right.
A bearded
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman, he's got a nice beard going.
Okay.
A bearded Hugh Jackman is the Ghost. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, he's too good looking to be the Ghost. He's too good looking. He is so charming that nobody ever thinks twice about Hugh Jackman.
Right.
And he's running a multinational corporation as well as running all these drugs.
No. And it's not that he's too nice. It's he needs to be that nice.
Yeah.
But then there's got to be that scene. Like, I think about Lethal Weapon 2, where it's like, can you stand on the top there? And they shoot him, like, where he just gets totally villain, where he's nice.
And
he's like, how was your trip? Are you good? Can I pour you something? Can I have us some lemonade? You want some lemonade? And he sits there, and you think he's a nice guy, and the guy, this villain, this foot soldier, he did something wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe he, like, Lowry, Marcus, and Mike almost got to him, right? And then Hugh Jackman, like, kills him horribly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And not, like, bullet to the head. Like, he I don't want to say he, like, feeds him to piranha, because that's too, like, James Bond.
He's Australian, sharks. But
again, James Bondish.
Came a little too James Bondish.
Does he do something? But in that vein,
he's quick with a knife. He just cut your jugular.
There it is. Yeah.
It's good with a knife. That's not a knife.
Yeah,
this is a knife.
And it's like, he says something. He's like, remember that movie?
Yeah.
And he just kind of
because everybody in Australia hates that movie except Hugh Jackman. He loves it.
Perfect. So it's playing in the background, maybe? No.
So what happens is the DEA and the FBI get somebody to turn.
Okay.
And it's an Australian guy. And listen, we could get a Chris Hemsworth. We could get somebody like that who's like strung out.
Yeah.
He was Hugh Jackman's second in command. He found out that Hugh Jackman was going to kill him and his family, and he defected to the States, and he turned state evidence.
Okay.
Right?
I like that.
So now in the States, people are looking for Chris Hemsworth. He is, he's a person of interest, kind of witness protection kind of a situation.
Okay.
But he breaks down the whole operation of how Hugh Jackman is getting this stuff in.
Perfect. Okay.
Now it's
we get our exposition, in a nice, funny way. Yep. This is great. Keep going.
Now it's an international manhunt for the Ghost. Now this movie doesn't have to be totally international, because the great thing about Bad Boys and Bad Boys 2 is it's all in Miami.
It's all in Miami. Okay. Yeah.
But except what we've never have,
right?
Well, they destroy Cuba.
Yeah,
They literally blow up the entire country.
Yeah, which was, rightly so.
One of the greatest action scenes ever.
Absolutely.
Plan B. What's Plan B stand for? Bullshit. Great line. Okay. So
23% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't understand.
So in your midpoint of the movie, like your
like
act
page 60.
2,
page 60, we're like smack in the middle.
Yeah, they intercept a shipment of this liquid drug, and they confiscate 5 containers, like over $200-300 million worth of this product.
Okay,
and this is when Hugh Jackman goes crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he goes full villain.
Yeah. He is so angry. He's just so upset. And we see one of those meeting rooms where he's got, a guy from Malaysia. He's got a guy from China. He's got a guy from the States.
Does he have cool tech as well?
Awesome tech.
Like, okay, great.
I feel like he has like doing this.
He has like a pen that can like emit a sound wave that like blows up an ear.
That might be a little too James Bond.
Is that too James Bond?
But I like where your head is at as far as tech goes.
Yeah.
And the reason that the Ghost has been able, because he's so good with tech. He's like Charlize Theron in Fast 8, but less dreadlocks, less hokey, less plane all over the place. And,
right. And no submarines.
No submarines.
No submarines? Okay.
Yes, no submarines.
Okay,
even though he's all water.
Yes.
Okay. So they are tracking down Hugh Jackman, and they're like, we have to get to Australia, because Hugh Jackman never leaves Australia, but he has his hands everywhere.
Yeah.
He loves his country.
He's the ghost.
He's the Ghost.
Yeah.
But he never leaves Australia. Okay.
I like this. So you're getting the Bad Boys Down Under.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is phenomenal.
So
Bad Boys Down Under.
Bad Boys Down Under. So
no, that sounds straight
Hugh
to video.
Jackman finds out, obviously, that Chris Hemsworth has turned state evidence, so now he's sort of on the run.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that our...
Yeah, they need to record right now. So we're going to have to wrap this up
real quick.
pretty quick here.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we've been waiting for the entire movie, and everybody knows it's coming, is the car chase.
Okay.
They get to Australia, and they have the car chase on the other side of the road. It is hysterical because
this is perfect.
Because Mike doesn't know how to drive. They don't know what's going on.
We can revisit the Driving Miss Daisy joke from the first movie. He says something funny like
100%.
that. Yeah.
They chase Hugh Jackman up on that bridge at the Opera House.
Yes.
There's a shootout fight on that thing. Hugh Jackman gets dropped off the bridge.
Okay.
Marcus and Mike are on the Bondi Beach, the Gold Coast in Australia at the end.
Yeah.
Waves coming. They see a shark fin in there, and they're singing Bad Boys. They're singing Bad Boys, and they're like, we got to get the hell out of Australia. There's too many sharks. Cut to the end. Might be a terrible ending, but with the shark thing. But
we can work on the ending.
We can work on the ending.
The
But
movie,
you saw where I was going.
The bones are there. The characters are there. The idea is there. Bad Boy, and it's Bad Boys 3, directed by Michael Bay.
Correct.
Michael Bay comes back.
There's only one option.
I don't know why he wouldn't want to come back for this. We don't need another Transformers movie with him.
No.
He comes back to the gold. He comes back to what made him Michael Bay. He remembers his roots again.
Just like Mike Lowry and Marcus, they come back to what they know.
They come back together. I don't understand why he's not going to come back. I don't know. I mean, I want to trust these guys, but the names I can't pronounce, but they seem like they're good guys. I don't know what we're going to get because Bad Boys for Life, January 17th, 2020.
If it doesn't look like my movie, I'm going to be a little upset.
TBD. I don't think it's going to be your movie. I don't like the idea. They always kind of do this. It's like, let's throw them working with another younger person. I like your idea where they just go into it.
Yeah.
Reggie's been set up.
Yeah.
So it just is a natural progression.
For sure.
And we get Marcus and Mike.
There's tons of side storylines that I can get into, too. It's totally fine.
There's so many wonderful ideas here. This is amazing. I'm going to, as our good friend Ken Knapsack would say, you've got Go Picture.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I have no power for this, but I do have the power to give you the airwaves here on episode lucky number 13.
Lucky number 13.
The Reilly Roundtable with Josh Macuga. My
Thanks,
friend,
buddy.
thank you for coming on.
Thank you, man.
I'm going to have you on again where I think we should just do some nonsense talk where we just talk. The whole show is just like.
Well, that's the afternoons with Josh and Ken. You got to come on that.
I do want to be on that because I've been binging that because you guys are two of my favorite
Thanks,
people. Behind the mic, it's even better.
Thanks,
and
man.
I highly recommend you picking it up. And everybody, Josh Macuga, where can they find you?
At Josh Macuga, Twitter, Instagram, Josh Macuga Show on YouTube. Collider TV Talk every Friday. The afternoons with Josh and Ken on Fridays. And hashtag at Josh Macuga for Jeopardy. Tag them. I put the image out all the time. I have buttons. The live Schmodown, you'll see them.
I'm wearing the button now.
I got to send out a couple to some people that have requested. And so there you go.
Rock and roll. Josh for Jeopardy. It's, of course, dude. You're born for it. You're going to do it. I'm going to help. I can't wait. There's the logo.
Thanks,
so
buddy.
check it out. And guys, thank you very much. This is the Reilly Roundtable. It is on One-on-One with Christian Harloff podcast feed. Remember to drop in a like, drop in some comments, and share this around. We get the Reilly Roundtable going strong, and I appreciate all the help you guys do send me and all the love. You can find me at Reilly Around on Twitter and on Instagram. And if you are so desiring some more support, I have a Patreon account that you can help me out at.
Support the Patreon.
At Reilly Around on Patreon. So that's patreon.com/Reilly Roundtable. We're adding some more tiers there. I'm going to add a little Schmodown tier action there. Go check it out. We have some polls up, some new shows. I thank you for the support there. But that'll do it for episode 13 of the Reilly Roundtable. Thanks as always for the support, everyone. And I'll see you next week on a regular scheduled time. It'll drop on a new Thursday next week. See you then.